Today's horoscope, Aquarius May 18th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Your personal life or domestic world seems to demand a new approach, as the Sun and Uranus align in your solar house of home, heart, and family today. The desire to grow, improve, and change can be intense, or changes seem to come your way, making adjustments necessary. The directions you take as a result can be rewarding, perhaps even leading to some nice opportunities. It's possible that you need disruptions to your routines for your life to move forward. Falling back on the same old conditioned approaches or habits in relationships will only serve to frustrate you today, so aim to make progress with a new style or plan. This way, you might break out of the mold that others have created for you. Partnership matters can be very favorable today, particularly if independence and individuality are emphasized and honored. Mental restlessness is likely now, but it also encourages you to stretch your mind. While it's not the time to divulge sensitive information, it's a fine time for discovery, particularly along mental or intellectual lines. Major friction and disappointments could arise around partnerships for you today. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, spins across the sky from you in your solar house of home, family, and domesticity. However, he will clash with a feisty Mars. This means you'll likely have a heated exchange and face lousy news with your significant other around one of these themes. Don't charge into the battle. Let the storm pass. You don't exactly feel like staging a retreat, but you definitely need to take a more conservative stance for a short while, especially with finances. You are thought of as a rather reserved person, but in fact you can be intense and passionate, too. With today's planetary alignment, your passions could easily catch fire. Expect to look and feel your best, and to surprise yourself with what you are ready and willing to accomplish. Your energy is high and easily directed toward positive expression. You more than anyone realize that taking great care of yourself is sexy. So, don't skip your daily workout. It's a money-making day. The essence of this vibration is one that prefers the active pursuit of financial ambitions and career goals. If you've been thinking about making a change in your career or tackling a new endeavor, this is the day for it. If it's been a while since you've reviewed your goals, take the time to do so today. Be sure that you are heading in the direction that will take you to the accomplishment you desire. After 3 months in your income sector, the Dwarf Planet series leaves today, ending her last deep dive into your income needs and priorities for another 4 years. With Saturn not only leaving later next week, but until later in the year, ending 15 years of continuous planetary activity on the income side of the financial fence, this will leave you with a better sense of where to channel the remaining days of his resolve to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. Meanwhile, this will see Ceres join the 4 planets already in your communications sector to update your communication needs and priorities. Since Mars returned to your relationship sector last month, he has been making waves, and especially when it comes to putting a balance between your own and your relationship needs on notice. However, this has come with extraordinary support from the planets in your communication sector, including from Venus, the planet of love. That number swells today, when the Dwarf Planet series returns to begin her first deep dive into your communication needs and priorities in 4 years. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's energy invites you to look in the mirror and ask yourself one simple yet powerful question: who are you really? With the Sun forming an electrifying conjunction with Uranus in steady, earthy Taurus, the answer may surprise you. This celestial alignment often stirs unexpected shifts, not just in our outer world, but in our inner sense of identity too. You may feel, think, or act in ways that are wildly out of character, and that's not something to fear. In fact, it might be exactly what you need. Many of us find comfort in being consistent, predictable, or even routine in how we navigate our days. But what happens when life hands you a moment of disruption? A spark of sudden insight? A burst of energy that breaks you out of your norm? That's the gift of Uranus, the planet of awakening, revolution, and surprise. If you've been feeling boxed in or stagnant, today could be the breath of fresh air you didn't know you needed. Something might shift within your environment, or deep within your heart, that propels you into a new perspective. And while this transformation might catch you and others off guard, it's not a sign that you're off track. In many ways, it's a sign that you're evolving. Think of it like this: when we go on a long journey, We often pack with our old identity in mind. But what if the journey itself changes you? Today, give yourself permission to grow beyond the labels and limitations you've accepted up until now. Maybe you speak your truth more boldly than usual. Maybe you break a habit. Maybe you try something spontaneous, like a different route home, a bold wardrobe choice, or an honest conversation you've been putting off. These small rebellions against the expected can lead to major breakthroughs. Of course, change, even positive change, can bring tension. If you're feeling a bit on edge, try not to let your emotions bubble over in ways you might regret later. No one is out to rattle you on purpose, even if it feels that way. A little personal space can go a long way. If you find yourself overwhelmed, carve out time for quiet reflection. A walk through nature, journaling, or simply sitting in stillness can help you process what you're feeling and return to center. Have you ever noticed how 5 minutes of silence can change the tone of an entire day? This is also an excellent time to build bridges, especially if you're working on collaborative projects. Your naturally open and warm approach can smooth over tension and spark meaningful connections. People are drawn to your sincerity. It's a rare trait, and it's making you a trusted voice in the lives of others. If you've recently noticed a friend or colleague opening up to you more than usual, take it as a compliment. Your presence is providing a safe space, and that's something to honor. Financially, this may not be the time to make bold moves. If things feel uncertain, that's okay. We all experience moments when the numbers don't quite add up. Use this time to regroup, reflect, and avoid unnecessary risks. Small, steady steps are far better than leaps of faith that lack grounding. Think long-term, and know that this period is temporary. It's a phase to learn from, not fear. And when it comes to your physical well-being, remember, your body is a gift, not a guarantee. You may feel proud of how far you've come, whether that's in your fitness journey, your health habits, or simply in learning to love yourself more deeply. Celebrate that, but also commit to the ongoing care your body deserves. Nourish it with whole foods, hydrate well, get plenty of fresh air, and stay active. Movement, especially outdoors or with others, can be an incredible mood booster and a grounding force during times of emotional fluctuation. As you navigate this dynamic, change-driven day, stay open to the unexpected. Allow yourself the freedom to be a little different, a little daring, a little more you than usual. Let your intuition guide you. And above all, reflect on what this transformation is trying to teach you. Growth doesn't always come gently, but it always comes with purpose. We'd love to know, what part of your identity feels like it's evolving right now? Have you experienced any surprising changes in how you think, feel, or relate to others? Share your story in the comments. We're all on this journey together, and your insights could be the exact spark someone else needs today. Keep moving forward. The road may twist, but every turn brings you closer to your truest self.